3 weeks. But didn't you also say you haven't been gambling for 3 weeks? And then didn't you also tell us that you came to the conclusion you have no coping skills and you keep switching one addiction for another? I think what's happening is you're switching one addiction for another.
Hot take there from a listener on the
right.
iHeartRadio app on the talkback button there.
That makes sense.
The weight gain coinciding with the lack of gambling, because when Mary would gamble all her money away, she didn't have money for food.
Right.
Do they have a buffet at the casino,
They
like
do.
at the strip clubs?
And it is free.
Oh, free. Well, of course, they want to keep you there, right?
Well, it's free when you have a certain tier. So I got a free buffet twice a week.
You have to get to a certain tier. You can't walk in, spend a little dough, and go get it.
AR?
Yeah. That's tear. When your pants start tearing.
I'm
the
really on a
buffet is
tear
free.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
No, that's probably true.
That lady's got some thoughts.
Eating some food to make my feelings go away.
Right, there you go.
I hate them.
The beginning of that, though, sounded like an automated message, didn't
Didn't it? Yeah,
When
I
I
was like,
first
what?
played it, it was,
Mary.
Mary,
Hello.
your cake is ready at the Rocky River Heinen's Bakery.
Mary.
You are getting fat because you have no coping mechanisms.
Corn dog and a bucket of fries.
Yes.
Somebody says, yeah. Alan, that wasn't chicken skin in the Philippines.
What was it?
Huh?
What do they think it
Huh?
was?
I don't know. They didn't say. I guess
They
that's
don't
for
circumcise
us
people there.
to infer. Steve from Atlanta checking back in. That festival is this coming fall. It comes with 10 tickets for the VIP cabana.
That's what I thought.
But so far, there's only 5 of us going. So
$3
that's
grand a
$3
piece.
grand a piece. So they are, I guarantee these guys are doing a hard target search for 5 other people. Hey, you got $1,000 burning a hole in your pocket? Because we're going to go to this festival and we got a VIP cabana.
Do I ever?
Alan, are you telling me you can't eat baked ziti and walk at the same time? It's not about the walking. It's that you have a plastic fork
Okay.
and you're walking and you're trying to cut. And I don't see the point.
Cut.
You're
Sit.
not cutting
Sit.
anything.
You're not cutting anything.
You got a piece of baked ziti. You have to cut that. It's a
No,
big.
you don't.
You're gonna jam the whole thing in your mouth.
Yes.
It's a square like this.
Open your mouth bigger. Be a snake.
Or sit. Listen, you've seen the people walking around. These people need numerous places to sit.
There are people that will sit. There's people that will
Right.
walk around.
The sitting I
That
get.
ain't hurting you.
No, they're not hurting me. Again, this is you do whatever you want to do. It's just not my thing.
Got into a little kerfuffle on Thursday last week.
Who'd
You
you
did?
punch? Who'd you punch?
I didn't punch.
Who'd you throw popcorn at?
I never punch people. I do throw popcorn from time to time.
Was this in a professional capacity?
This is at High and Dry on my show on Thursday.
Now, what constitutes a kerfuffle?
There was a guy that was being a douche.
He got kerfuffed.
And yeah, I kerfuffed him. I kerfuffed him up.
Did you throw hands?
No, I don't, because I'm never gonna throw a punch.
I know you're a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah, I'm
but-
not that guy. But I just had to get in his face a little bit because he was
In
being
his face.
Yeah, like well,
Were you on stage?
No. I was hosting the show, and we had 5 of the regulars that come to the show that are buddies of mine. They all did stand up for the first time, so they brought a bunch of people, and then we had a few of the other like comedians in town close out the show. And there's this guy that was there that I think he just came because he saw that there was a big crowd there, and the majority of the people are
Older guy?
watching the show. He's probably in his mid-40s.
So super young.
The youngest.
And-
They carded him on the way in.
Yeah,
actually.
right.
And the dude's being a douche to the staff, which is a big no-no. And then he's getting shushed every couple minutes because he's like the one person in this packed room that's not paying attention to what's going on stage. Because what happens is there's guys that will see other people getting attention and they're drunk and they're like, "Oh, why do they think he's so funny? I'm here and I want it." So they'll be loud on purpose. Not even really heckling or anything, but just being disruptive.
That's a fake laugh.
It's real.
So was this a kerfuffle, or did you give him the what for?
So it gets to the point where one of the comedians goes on stage because he's watching this guy all night just be a douche. And he's like hitting on girls and the girls are like not into it. And so
Oh, he's a lone wolf who's just annoying everyone.
well, he was there with a bunch of other dudes, but his dudes ended up bailing on him, and
Hey, he's your problem now.
yeah,
Bye.
pretty much. Now, they were still there when I went and talked to him, but it got to the point where the final comedian goes up, Raj Suresh, very funny dude. He's who I was staying with down in Bentonville a couple weeks ago. So he's up there doing his set, and he starts the set by calling this dude out, and this dude gets so butthurt immediately. He's like, how come he's talking crap about me? I didn't do anything. He's like, dude, he's calling you out for all the crap that you've been doing all night long. So he's like, I'm going to beat him up. I'm going to punch him, like knock him out. And so I just get in between them and just stop him. I'm like, hey, if you're going to threaten one of my comedians, you got to get out of here right now. And his tune changed immediately. Well, I wasn't really going to fight him. I'm like, well, you just yelled that you wanted to fight him, so
Right.
I'm going to step in front of you and say, hey, get out of my
Yeah, how
get
do
out
I
of the
know what
bar.
you were really
Right.
going to do or not going to do?
And then his friend's like, he's not really going to fight him. He's not going to fight him. And I'm like, well, can you just get out of here? And he's like, I'm not going anywhere. And then, like, I turned around, and then by the time I, I watched the show for a second.
Because there's no cover, so it's not like he, right? He didn't pay money to get in.
No, exactly.
Right.
You just got to pay your bill and get out of here.
Yeah.
And as soon as I turned back around, he's gone. Like, he just, like, walked out of there. But I'm like, what are you trying to prove to, like, there's no, you're not tough if you beat up a comedian. It doesn't make you a tough guy.
Well, it depends on the comedian.
Who's the toughest comedian you know?
Nick
Besides me.
Nemeth.
Me.
Chris DiStefano.
Yeah, there's some meaty guys.
Meaty guy, but like it
Joe
doesn't.
Rogan. Andrew Schultz. Wasn't he a fighter? No, not Andrew Schultz.
But I still,
Who's
I
the
don't.
fighter? Brendan.
I don't.
Brendan
Schaub.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
Brendan Schaub. Yeah, that one I'll give you. Like, you're tough if you beat him up, but most of us, we have smart mouths because we can't fight.
Yeah.
We're not fighters. There are, like, there's Joe Rogan but he's also, he knows how to fight, but that comes from him being 4'8".
Yeah.
Like, that's not because he's like a smart mouth guy. Mm-hmm. So it's one of these things. So, like, I get in this guy's face, but then all the comedians were like, we had your back. We were ready to step
You
in if
weren't doing
anything.
anything.
And I'm like, you guys are all sitting over there.
Right.
You're on the bleacher seats just waiting to see. I mean, you guys could have came over, but I knew this guy wasn't going to hit me either. I could just tell. And I don't throw, like, I wasn't trying to be physical with him. I was just saying, please leave. I'm more of a cooler in those situations rather than trying to escalate the thing. But if you make a threat towards one of the comedians on stage, I'm going to ask you to leave.
Now, so you were able to keep it the kerfuffle level. Were you concerned it would become a fracas or a Donnybrook?
I mean, there was talk of a Donnybrook. But then I guess he came back, like, he texted the owner of the bar.
Because you don't want it to become a full-blown ruckus.
Yeah. He texted the owner of the bar, and he's like, you've lost my business. I'm never coming back here.
God, this whole thing.
And then my
you
buddy
just lost a customer.
Yeah,
darn.
My buddy that was hanging out there, like, till around midnight, he goes, hey, that dude's back. I guess he didn't lose his business for that long.
He forgot. He
Yeah.
got so drunk he forgot that
Exactly.
he wrote him off.
He's also a guy that's got kind of a high-profile job, so, like, I'm not going to call him out, but if you're listening, dude, work out whatever you're going through.
Yeah, Tim
'Cause
Nisney.
I will make that guy pay for what he said to me.
He's in athletics, I'll say, and he seems to be a hothead.
Excuse me,
Jose
Mr.
Ramirez?
Mayfield, if you could just get up, pay your
Why are you
bill,
even
and
still
leave,
here?
please. That's right. No one wants you. The Panthers, Cleveland.
So it just seemed like he was a guy that, and this happens with it being a free show. There would be people that come in
Wandering,
because they
yeah.
see it's a big crowd and
Yeah.
they're like, oh, it's a big crowd. They won't mind if I talk, but they get shushed immediately because it's a short show. It's an hour-long show. Let the comedy go, and then you can say all the things you want afterwards. And most people get that, but there's always
They think they're
one
going
or
to
two
improve
guys.
the show.
Yeah, well, and again, they're just being disruptive. They're not even like heckling the comics, because this guy, if he did heckle, he would have got destroyed, because even without him heckling, Raj put him in his place, and he got so mad about that. And this is also one of those guys that that's like, everybody's too sensitive now. I don't get why
Can't
people are
say
so sensitive.
anything.
And then as soon as they call him out for his behavior, like, what? I wasn't doing anything. It's like, buddy, who's sensitive?
Stephen Canton wants to know if you threw on your Bad Boy Bill jacket before you stepped to the
Too
guy.
hot for that.
It was too hot for
too
that
hot to be wearing a jacket.
on Thursday.
I mean,
but that's part and parcel of being Bad Boy Bill. It doesn't matter how hot it is.
Right.
The jacket is not to stay warm. The jacket is the look.
Right.
The jacket is the vibe.
But this
that
is
you're
not Bad Boy
telegraphing to
Bill
people.
era. Bad Boy Bill era is behind me. This is Tommy Bill Hama. I don't know if you guys have noticed all these.
Yeah, you've
shirts
been
that I've
wearing all these.
wearing.
Yeah,
I'm a much more relaxed. I'm cheeseburger in
There
paradise.
you go.
Bill,
He's
right?
Jimmy Buffet.
Yeah, Tommy Bill Hama is not trying to start fights. He's just trying to get everybody to chillaxamode or whatever.
Try that again.
Chillaxamundo or something.
I guess you
What's
got to
the-
nail down the lingo, don't
What's the
you?
one that Jenna says on 30 Rock?
I don't know.
It's like,
Oh, it's her when she's like not
Yeah.
running for president or whatever.
but she's influencing all the
That's what
voters
it
of
is.
Florida. And she's got like her own Jimmy
Unwind
Buffett.
you lax?
Unwind you
Unwind you
lax. Yeah, I'm just trying to get people to unwind you lax. I'm not trying to get people upset or
All right.
angry. But you know,
So
if you-
Tommy Bill Hama is
Tommy
the
Bill
new
Hama is in
alter
this-
ego.
Yeah, that's what this summer's going to be about. Is just having fun, some drinks by the pool, lots of grilling. I've been grilling a lot.
I saw the hot dogs on your story, and I was like, I should go over there because my boyfriend was at the baseball game, and I really thought about just driving over and texting you and being like, "Yo, give me a hot dog."
Yeah,
Any veggie
you
dogs.
could have had a hot dog and then sat by the pool.
Yeah, I
like
should've.
that. You should have hit me
We
up.
had a really nice family gathering yesterday for Memorial Day.
We're not talking about you.
I forgot he was here.
Ouch, Cody. I mean, I
He
knew you were
said
there.
anything in like 4 segments.
I knew you were
true.
there. Did you
do
say
some-
4 seconds? Because that might be a
Segments.
record. Oh.
I do some uh-huhs and oh.
Don't you do the uh-huhs. People don't like the uh-huhs.
He's mostly reaction pound cake today.
What
That's
did you
okay.
have?
No, nothing. I mean, my dad wasn't there, but other than that, I mean, we had like ribs, chicken breasts, corn.
Are you implying that that's why it was a nice family interaction because your dad wasn't there?
No, I'm just saying. I met with my dad on Thursday, and then we had the family.
You did your time.
Yeah, did my time, and then Monday we all met up, and I had my friend that lives nearby come over too, and my mom was like trying to get him to come to Vegas with us, and I'm like, he's not gonna come. Right. And then I was gonna enjoy some nice pool time because my aunt has a pool, but they drained it for the first time in 22 years, so I didn't get a chance to, and it was really hot, and they don't have.
Why did they
central air.
drain it before a bunch of people were coming over?
So no one
'Cause
went in it.
they needed new liner, and it's the
Oh.
first time in like 22 years that I was like, wow, it's really been that long. The same liner. I kind of don't want you to get rid of it. I kind of want to use this like some, I don't know, wallpaper or something. I don't want you to get rid of that liner. It has
got a
nostalgia.
legacy.
Yeah,
Let me use your pool liner as wallpaper.
I nearly drowned in that pool.
What could go wrong?
Tapestry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Don't get rid of it. It's got like patches and stuff in it. I'm like, I kind of want you to keep that.
That's a
Roll it
part
out.
of the family history.
Yeah, but it was nice. All the politics and stuff have now changed. Now it's like, oh, Biden, and everyone's like, yep, Biden. And I
What, your family?
yeah,
Your family's complaining about Joe Biden?
Yeah.
Why?
because everyone's talking crap.
About what?
How my brother played like a speech or something.
Oh, my God.
He played
People
like
that
a
don't know
speech.
anything about how anything
Oh,
works
my
are
God.
mad at everything.
But it was funny because it was. I mean, it was a speech that Joe Biden was giving. He's just like, and then, well, you know what I mean. And everyone was like, oh, whoa, whoa.
Wait. I think it's funny that
People
people
who couldn't pass a civics test are all of a sudden.
But also, because Trump really nailed all his speeches.
It's a good speecher.
Well, a lot of people complain about gas, but gas is never any president's problem. You know what I mean?
No,
like
it's
a
Biden's
president can't. Trump couldn't figure out gas. Biden,
I don't care. I need somebody to blame.
Yes, that's
I'm
my
blaming.
point. Is everybody? Yeah, people don't know anything about anything.
Am I right? I pay my taxes.
Do you?
I'm blaming. Yes.
I don't think you pay enough taxes. There should be. You talk about tiers. Should be tiers of taxation, right?
The more you
There
complain, the
are.
more you pay.
No, what I'm saying is that correspond to your level of being able to complain publicly about things. Yeah. I pay my taxes. You paid $200 last year, all right?
73 cents
Yeah,
as well.
74 cents. Hey, Dick.
Hey, how are you?
What's going on, Dick? How was your Memorial Day weekend?
Good.
Did you get into any kerfuffles?
I've never done
Oh, boy.
before.
Listen.
That, you were talking to me, Dick, and Mary, and Bill, and you asked me if anybody would ever. They called me Sunday morning, and Rob at the pawn shop, he plays down here in Waterville, and he said, Dick, I'm gonna surprise you. And I said, what? Are you guys bringing people like that in? This is the best blues. These guys come all the way from Cincinnati, We played till 9 o'clock. The blues, and this guy...
Into the wee hours, huh?
Well, we started at 1. We went to eat, but this guy, he says, hey, Dick, do you know this song? I said, what the heck you going to play? And he says, I'm going to play a little bit of hard rock. And I said, oh, for God's sakes. He did. I've never heard anybody in Cincinnati that could do anything better than Jimi Hendrix. Along the Watchtower, he played that. And then they played Brown-Eyed Handsome Girl.
Yeah, Dick, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I don't know who you're talking about. The only thing I recognize is Jimi Hendrix. I don't know what you're talking about.
These people were playing blues.
What people?
Jimi Hendrix and these guys from Cincinnati Jam Session playing on the guitar.
Yeah, and they played some Jimi Hendrix.
The acoustics were so loud that my ears, I had to take... I mean, I've never heard anything.
Is that why you don't listen?
It's pretty good music, but
Blew out his cochlear implant.
I learned heavy rock.
Jimi Hendrix, but you've heard Jimi Hendrix before, Dick.
Yeah.
Might not be your cup of tea, but this wasn't your introduction to Jimi Hendrix.
No, but I enjoyed it. Hey, Mary, I got a question for you.
Yeah, what's up, Dick?
Oh, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Did you ever send my pictures yet? I haven't got them.
No, I haven't printed them out yet. I have to go to a place and actually print them. Yeah, I'll send them once I get them printed. And
I thought you forgot me.
Dick, do you have a flip phone? What are you working with, Dick?
It was he gave Cody his actual. Remember, he tried to give us his address on air last week.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
yes.
I'll get it done this week. I'll let you know when they're on their way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll wait for you. But it was. Yeah, I enjoyed myself, Mary. Like I said, it was great.
Good. I'm glad you had fun.
Yeah. Hope you come back again.
Probably next year. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there.
All right.
All right. But I'll wait. But I just wanted to tell you what I guys learned and had a good Memorial Day, and you guys are always in my prayer. Rock on, brother. See ya.
Informer, you know, say that I'm a stormy, I go blame.
Licky, 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 boom, boom, down.
Take the man that say that I'm a stormy, stab somewhere down the lane.
Licky, 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 boom, boom, down.
Everybody have Dick tonight.
Did he say that we're always in his prayer?
His singular prayer.
Wow, he can't even spare. I mean, listen, prayers are useless, but if you're going to do one, give me more than that. You guys are always in my prayer. Because there's four of us. He squeezes all four of us into one single prayer. Mm-hmm. You think he drops to his knee bedside every night? You know, God, dear Lord, like a kindergartner. Mm-hmm. Please bless Alan and Bill and Mary and Poundcake.
Yeah.
And Nana and Pap. And my girlfriend, who's 86 and in the corner and has been dead for 18 months.
Nope.
Listen, I'd love to know what's going on there, but...
He flew solo to the show, so I didn't get to meet the girlfriend.
Right. That seems to be his standard operating procedure, as it were. Of course, Mary was treated to a private concert out in the parking lot there at Wiley's in Dayton.
Let me see it. Let's see that beautiful thing. Wow.
Yeah!
Cut that part out.
No way.
Let me see it. Let's see that beautiful thing. Wow. Give us a little something.
Just like Hendrix.
He's tuning it.
And the weather, they get out of tune.
Yeah.
The weather.
Mm-hmm. It's warm.
Yeah,
It's
the
humid.
weather gets me out of tune. Well, anywho. Thank you, Dick, for that singular prayer. I got to take a break. If you want to get a text for anything, 35192, you can listen anywhere and leave us messages as well on the iHeartRadio app.
The Alan Cox Show.